If Lila completes the square for x squared minus 12x in order to find the minimum, she must write f of x in general form. Remember, completing the square is basically where you're solving the equation. You do that by, you isolate the c term of the quadratic. You have x squared minus 12x equals negative 7. Okay, you half this number and then you square it. So half of 12 squared is 36. You got to add that to both sides. So now what you get is x minus 6 squared equals 29. Okay, if we were solving, we would go on and do this. But in this case, since they're using it for standard form of minimum and maximums of a parabola, you would just do this for your equation. They want to know what is the value of a. Well, it looks like my value of a is 6. The minus is already accounted for. My minus is here, so a is a positive 6. People are going to choose number 2 by accident. In number 21, they give you a table of some function. Notice this word and. They have function 1 and function 2. Since I don't have a table, I'm going to put that top one on my calculator, then I'm going to go to table and I'm going to compare some stuff here. Notice that this parabola crosses the x-axis. The roots are negative 3 and positive 2. Negative 3 and positive 2 for my roots. It looks like the roots of this one are negative 2 and 4. So answering some of these questions out of order, look at number 3. The function g of x has a greater maximum than this function. The maximum value here looks like it's 9. Well, in this one, the maximum value is somewhere between 6. It's actually 6.25, I believe, or 6.5, something like that. It's anywhere between 6 and 7. Don't have the exact number off the top of my head. Okay, but that is a false statement. This one has a greater maximum. Okay, cutting to the chase, it's the answer is number 4. The roots are negative 2 and 4. Those are the roots for this one. So if I add these together, the sum of the roots, I get 2. The sum of the roots here is negative 1. So I would say the sum of these roots is greater than the sum of those roots. Number 22, the square root of a non-perfect square is irrational. So in this case, you have to ask yourself, they're asking you which one of these are a rational number. Well, the sum of 2 rational numbers is rational. So which one of these has perfect squares in the square roots? It looks like choice 2 does. The sum of 2 rational numbers is rational. In order to solve this, what I'm going to do is square root both sides. You get x plus 3 equals plus and minus the square root of 7, and then you're going to subtract 3, and you're going to get x equals plus and minus the square root of 7 minus 3. The problem is the choices aren't in that order, so you're going to say negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 7. Choice 3. In number 24, they're looking for you to see which of these 4 expressions is equivalent to that. So what I do is I get myself ready by, since this is squared, there's going to be 2 factors. So what I'm going to do is FOIL or expand these 2. I get x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 2x minus 1. I'm going to distribute now. I get 3x squared minus 12x plus 12. Now, because of this minus, don't forget that you have to change this to a plus 2. Now I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 12x minus 2x is minus 14x. Plus 12 plus 2 is plus 14. Choice 4.